I come to show you that unless you go about confronting this person, this enemy will defeat you because this enemy knows you. This enemy studies you. This enemy puts itself in a position to go about undermining you at all costs. But unless you go about waging war, you see, one must come to understand that in order for us to have peace, there must be war. And we must bear arms and putting up a resistance to go about fighting back. Because if one does not go about training the mind and body, to be flexible and to go about gaining strength from their weakness, they will continuously walk in a path that allows for their weakness to be exposed. And with the old saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So in life, if we go about gaining strength in the ways to go about making us stronger, having endurance, perseverance, despite the many attempts, we will be able to withstand the onslaught of barrages of negative thoughts, influence, outlook, outcome, because we will have found strength in our weakest times. Because temptation doesn't come when things is going good. It don't work that way. It do not work that way. Temptation comes when everything is going to hell in a handbasket. Life is upside down. You calling out for help, but it's as if though nobody hear your cries. That's when that test comes to go about seeing what you were made of. But in seeing what you were made of, the reason a lot of us have gone about failing is only because we have encompassed a fear of failing. And having a fear of failure, it keeps us from winning. You see, if one does not go about putting forth effort, how could one go about expecting results? Two things cannot go about being true. So you must go about telling yourself and asking yourself, why am I so afraid to fail if I want to go about winning? But because a lot of us, our eyes have been closed. And the reason I go about saying our eyes have been closed is only because I want to go about emphasizing and stressing the point that too many of us have been conditioned to see life from a viewpoint that leaves us at a disadvantage. And leaving us at a disadvantage it goes about leave us, leaving us disenfranchised. Because the viewpoint that we go about holding ourselves, it's not a healthy one. It does not go about illustrating the beauty in which we have within. So I say to this day, open your eyes. And in opening your eyes, I need for you to go about seeing what's there. I need for you to go about seeing the things that's happening in your life so that you can go about building that understanding that you need for you. That's what I need. Because a lot of us have been going about being conditioned to go about seeing that our whole life we have been taught that we could go about shaping our reality. And in shaping our reality, we are in control of our destiny and our outlook. And we are disappointed when we come to find out that it's been our reality that's have been shaping our understanding. Because we want to see things a certain way. We have been left disenfranchised. We have been left not knowing that it does not matter what others go about believing about you. The only principal thing that goes about really mattering in this whole thing is, what do you believe about you? Because in the viewpoint of belief, it goes hand in hand with faith. But if you don't believe, then how could you go about achieving? And at this juncture in our life, the thing we must go about doing to heal ourselves, we must first go about forgetting everything that we think we know and opening up ourselves so that we are capable of realizing that we are so distant in our viewpoints and in our ways of looking at things that if we do not go about leaving this perception behind, we suffer in a continuous path of sufferation. But no matter how exacerbated one might go about seeing or feeling, one must almost look at things in a way that it helps them to go about seeing that it's not outside that will go about destroying you. But if you do not go about getting a hold of what's going on within you, then you will go about self-destroying, self-sabotaging, self-abusing, and furthermore, being no good to yourself. So, this is my blessing. Leave a comment, put it in. let's make this upliftment positive, because everything that we do is for the upliftment of love. Now, you already know how we do it around here. We bend, but we do not break. Resilience is the key. Endurance to keep going, and that's my blessing. You already know. One.